Now, kids, don't be talking smack about Petrucci. Just take him as he am. Hello humans and cyborgs, and welcome to a brand new installment of Weekend Wankshop, here with your best pal in all the galaxy, Uncle Ben. Yeah, I think all you kids by now know that John Petrucci is one of my most favorite guitar players. Dream Theater exposed me to a whole new world of technicality and concepts in music that were, before then, completely unknown to me and shattered my fragile, innocent mind as a young guitarist. John's abilities as a shredder and as a beard grower are renowned throughout the entire cosmos, and with great reason. And if you want to hear him ripping at some of his absolute hardest, you ought to check out that Train of Thought record, which features the song As I Am, which features the triumphant lick in the neighborhood of C minor that we're going to be covering today. This awesome lick is a sort of half-picked, half-legato thing that ascends up your top two strings and really caps off that solo very nicely. The original song is in either drop C tuning or C standard tuning. I really can't remember. We're playing it today in standard tuning. So if you're playing it in the original key, you'll need to move everything up a step or two steps depending on which tuning the song is actually in. Probably should have checked that out before I made this video, huh? Oh well. But of course, before we get into it, let's hear it again at stepdad speed. And of course, kids, you can find a full tab for this week's lick over on my Instagram page. So be sure to go over to Instagram, find me at BenEllerGuitars, follow me, find the tab for this week's lick, learn how to play it, and upload a video of yourself wanking through it along with the hashtag Weekend Wankshop. This lick has a straight sextuplet feel to it, meaning that there's 6 notes going across every beat, and all of these licks feature 3 notes on the high E string and a single note on the B string. Here's how the first group starts off. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to begin with the 11th fret on the high E string, pulling off to 10, pulling off to 8. You can see I'm kind of in that 1, 3, 4 sort of fingering pattern right now. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to play the 11th fret B. Then what I'm going to do is to basically walk up those 3 notes that I played a second ago. Notice I picked all of them that time. So start off with pull-offs. Then I pick some on the way up. Then what you're going to do is pull back off, so back to 10 and back to 8. That's the first phrase, and basically every phrase in this whole thing is based on that idea right there. Legato on the way down, pick your way back up, legato on the way back down. Next you move into the second position here, which is going to move up to 13 and 11 and 10 on the high E string. That's F. And E flat and D. Gonna grab the 13th fret B, pick those notes on the high E again on the way up, 10, 11, 13, and then pull them back off. So that was 13, pulling up to 11, pulling up to 10, 13th B, pick, excuse me, pick the 10th E, 11th E, 13th E, pull off to 11, pull off to 10. The next sequence begins on the 15th fret high E string, so I'm kind of in this sort of whole steppy, stretchy thing right now. Gonna start off on 15, pulling up to 13, pulling up to 11. Then I'm gonna grab the 15th fret B, pick back up those 3 notes on the high E, 11, 13, 15, pull back off. The next position is gonna go up here to 16, 15, and 13 on the high E string. And again, same deal, begin on the 16th, pull off to 15, pull off to 13. You're going to grab that 16th high E, pick your way back up on the high E string here, 13, 15, 16, pull back off to 15, pull off to 13. The last sequence here is going to begin on the 18th fret high E string. I'm going to pick 18, I'm going to pull off to 16 and 15, I'm going to grab the 18 on the B, pick my way back up the high E string here, so that means 15, 16, 18, and then pull back off to 16 and 15. Then he's got one more beat to fill in, so what he does is he plays that last sequence of pull-offs again. So he's going to play 18, pulling up to 16, pulling up to 15, before finally landing on that 18th fret high E string here and giving it a whole step bend to reach the note C, which is like the root note of the scale that you're playing here, C of the C minor scale. And that's the entire thing. Alright, so one more time here from the top. Here's the first sequence. Second sequence. Third sequence. Fourth sequence. Fifth sequence. Then you do those pull-offs again. Cap it off with your whole step bend. Now let's take a look at the picking. There's a lot of different ways that you could pick this sequence, but myself personally, I like to begin with an upstroke on the high E string, followed by those pull-offs. Then on the B string, I'm going to do a single downstroke. And then the remaining notes on the high E string are going to be up, down, up. So that was down, down, up. Every sequence is the exact same way. The second one is down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, and so on. What I recommend is just like what you did with the left hand here, just take that first sequence and practice it exclusively over and over. Until you get really comfortable with that picking, and then start working it into all those other fragments. So there you go, kids, a classic John Petrucci lick to add to the good old wank bank. Bust that one out sometime and watch those bloomers just fly onto the stage. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to like this video and subscribe to my channel. Also, be sure to follow me on Twitter and Instagram at BenEllerGuitars. Follow my antics and shenanigans over there. And if you're interested in booking some one-on-one Skype lessons with me, please be sure to drop me a line. BenEllerGuitars@gmail.com is my email address. I'll get back to you as soon as I can, and we'll talk about rates and times and all that other good stuff and get you learned up. Thank you guys again so much for watching, and be sure to stay tuned for another sick lick next Friday. Cheers, you guys.